Are you done? Are you texting? Wow. She's addicted.
No, I'm just waiting.
No, you're addicted. I thought we were going to record a video, Marleen.
We are. Mommy was texting me.
I love how we're matching.
I know, we have the same, almost the same color of t-shirt.
Oh, and it's my mother, or our mother.
Okay, I'm done.
Shout out to my mother.
Yeah.
We love our mother.
Mommy, I love you.
Love you too, mother. Guys, good morning, or whenever you're watching this. My name is Mike.
My name is Marleen. Hi, guys.
Welcome to our channel. This is only the second video we've been making together, and I really feel that we should make more videos together.
I think that is too, yes.
You need to put more effort in.
Why me? You could come and visit me.
Just for your information, this is a non-alcoholic drink. I know that my videos generally have some sort of alcohol in it, and my god, you guys, there was this other day where I started like half a vlog and then I didn't really finish it. It was just like...
Because why?
I don't know.
Why didn't you finish? Did you have a hangover?
And nah, I only had like an hour's sleep and I was really like...
Okay, and why did you have a 1 hour sleep?
Well, somebody else was paying the drinks, so
that's
okay.
No,
okay, anyway, guys, today we want to do just a little bit of storytelling. We have what we feel is an interesting story to tell about the first time that we went to the Philippines, which is a, disclaimer, we love the Philippines. It's a beautiful country. We love the people, we love the food, we love the beaches. We love everything because it's more fun in the Philippines, hashtag it.
Yeah, well...
But we do have a little story to tell about our experience there, because...
I don't have a good experience there. Maybe you do.
Well, we're talking about our first experience.
Okay, and we did it together.
Yeah, we did it together because what happened, guys, is that I was working for an airline at that time, and when you work for an airline, not all airlines, but at least some, you get these standby tickets that you can travel basically almost for free, but the thing is that you have to wait until the very end to hear if there's a seat available, and if there's a seat available you can travel.
Yes.
So at first I wanted to go to South Africa. I thought Cape Town, it's like November, it's cold here, and I thought I want to go somewhere warm and nice. What should I do? Sorry, I'm changing my position.
That's okay.
Where should I go? What should I do? So I was talking to a colleague of mine, and he said, you know what? You need to go to the Philippines. It's a beautiful country, and the airline that we were working for has a flight there. So you can just go. It's going to be amazing. And if you go, you need to go to an island called Boracay. Or Boracay. There's like, however you...
I don't know. I will say Boracay.
However you pronounce it. So I thought, what the fuck, why not? So I asked Marleen, I said, hey Marleen, do you want to go with me to the Philippines? I mean, we're not really, I know it's like 50 hours of flying, and we're only going to be there for like 3 days, but it's better than...
Not to forget, he asked me on short notice, and I was like, well, actually I have school, but hey, I want to go to the Philippines.
No, fuck school.
Yeah,
school.
Whatever. Just for the teenagers who are watching, school is important.
Yeah, stay in school.
It's
do not
really
go
important.
traveling around the world.
No, don't
instead.
do it, because then you get maybe an experience just like me. But hey, I was like, yeah, I want to come.
Okay, so we flew to the Philippines, to Manila, and the flight itself is like 14 hours. It's like really long and kind of boring in that sense. And I remember that we sat next to, the flight wasn't completely full, and we sat next to this older woman, and she was going back to the Philippines, and she was like, oh, how long are you going? And we're like, yeah, we're only going for like 3 days. And she was like, what? Why would you fly for so long? And we didn't really want to say that we were flying on like non-ref standby, so we were just like, yeah, we found a really good deal, so we kind of thought, why not? Let's go. Okay, so we fly there, and you have to understand, it is our very first time in Asia. So the only thing we've known is like whatever we've seen on TV and in movies, and we just don't know. So we arrive in Manila, which, if you've ever been to Naya Airport, Naya International Airport, whatever it's called, you will probably know that it's not the most amazing airport in the world. It very often, always ranks in the top 5 of most horrible airports in the world.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, it's very horrible. Even though they are making improvements now, I've also
Way to go!
I've flown from one terminal that was quite modern. But anyway, we arrive, and the first thing you experience when you arrive is just like this, as if you're walking into a wall, like bam, it's like the heat, and you're wearing thick clothing because you're coming straight from winter into sunshine, and we were kind of looking as to where we wanted to go, because what we did in our planning is we got tickets to Manila, we booked a hotel on Boracay, but we hadn't booked our connecting flights from A to B, because a lot of the domestic airlines in the Philippines, they're banned, so my airline didn't really have a relationship with them, so we had to buy normal tickets online at that point. That didn't really go too well as well, due to European credit cards and fraud and all that kind of stuff. So the idea was that once we land, we will just find a ticket office from one of the airlines that fly there, and then we'll just buy tickets on the spot. So then, what happened?
So then, maybe they should know that we already looked online before we left to Manila, like how much money that ticket would cost to fly to the island.
Yeah, so we had an idea as to how much we would be spending.
Yeah, because it was so last minute, we don't had a big budget, so we were like, okay, this is what we have, it should be fine.
Yeah.
So, and then we were looking for an airline company, which Mike already said, and then we were like searching for it.
Yeah.
Because it was not in the airport we were, it was at a different one. So do I say it correctly? Because it's like the airport is in 3 terminals and they were separate, something like that.
It was kind of a weird setup, I think.
Yeah.
But we couldn't find any of the ticket offices that we were looking for. And when we asked people, they also had no idea as to who these airlines were, and I was like, that's really strange, because I just spoken with them and they have websites. Is it real? Is it fake? Is it a scam? And in the end, the only airline we could find that was flying to either Katipunan or Calibo was Philippine Airlines. So we went into their ticket office. We said, we want to have 2 tickets, please, and we want to leave today and come back in 2 days. And they had some sort of an excuse, I remember, as to like, oh no, there's only like 1 flight going, and if you want to go, that's like 300 euros. And I remember just having a discussion with these people and saying like, well, if I go online, it's like, you know, so much cheaper, and but I can't book because of my credit card is not accepted. And they were like, oh yeah, but that's like different pricing. That's like only for local. It's a total scam. It's like, it's for local people and you're like foreign, so you have to pay more.
Because they probably think we have more money.
Yeah, it's like very annoying. And of course, we are being really naive here in everything that we do.
I mean, at least you didn't have the experience what you have now. So for us, everything was new. So we didn't know what to do.
Yeah. So then what happened is that we said, okay, fine. If it costs 300 euros, then we're gonna pay 300 euros, because we traveled all the way around the fucking world to go to this island. We have a hotel already paid for that's non-refundable. We've seen all the pictures on Google, so we wanna
we just really want to go there because it was so beautiful what we've seen on the pictures.
So we ended up trying to buy the tickets, and first again the credit cards didn't work. Then we said, no problem, let's find an ATM, we'll just get cash. And then the ATMs also didn't give out any money, and then all of a sudden, you know, we're jet lagged, we're tired, we're sweating, it's hot, we're frustrated. We kind of get to the point where we're feeling like this is not really gonna happen. We are kind of in Manila, and I don't feel that we are going to make it.
Yeah, we basically got stuck in Manila and we wanted to go home.
Yeah, we just wanted to go home. So we, instead of continuing to find a way to book the tickets to Boracay, we just went back to the office of my airline and saying, we want to go home. And they were like, but you just arrived. I said, yeah, I don't give a fuck, I want to go home. And then they were like, oh no, sorry, for today it's already too late, but you know, you can go on the waiting list for tomorrow, and then you can just get a hotel and see what happens.
Yeah, so we went to an airport hotel, which was pretty decent, I guess. It even had a pool. So we bought some Coke and some Oreo cookies because we were hungry and we hadn't eaten for a few hours. So we booked a hotel room.
Yeah.
We got stuck there for a whole day and we wanted to go to bed early so we can go on to the next flight the next morning. So I remember that my alarm clock didn't went off. Thank God we woke up, but it was a little bit late, so we had to rush back to the airport. So and then we got through security. I don't know, maybe you can tell.
So we went through security and you have to pay a departure tax and you get your passport stamped, of course, that you exit the country.
Yeah.
And then in the terminal area or in the gate area, which is very old, it's like as if they're using these old soccer chair stadium kind of plastic seating thingies. And the way it works is that everybody gets to the gate, everybody boards the airplane, and then when there's nobody left, they're going to check for you to see if there's still seats, and if so, you can get a seat. So that is exactly what happened. So you're feeling very nervous, very stressed. You just want to leave this place.
Yeah, correctly.
And then they say, we're very sorry, but the flight is full. There are no seats. Please come again tomorrow. So that was very disappointing, but we go through the airport again, exit the airport, take a taxi, go back to the airport hotel, sit around in our hotel all day long, do nothing, drink some Coke, eat some Oreo cookies. We're looking at the cash that we have, which would be enough for, let's say, 1 or 2 nights more.
Yeah.
And then we would have a serious financial problem. Because we just assumed that there would be ATMs where we can get money, and we tried at this point a lot of ATMs, and it just didn't work.
Yeah.
So we just sat around in our hotel room, watched some TV, informed our parents that things were definitely not as what we thought it would be. And then the next day comes, we go back to the airport, we get our boarding passes, which has no seats on them. We go through security. It becomes a little bit tricky because they're like, well, your passport said that you left the country yesterday, yet you're standing here.
Yeah.
How is this possible? Again, we sit at the gate, we're waiting, and again, they're saying, we are very sorry. There are no seats. Please try again tomorrow. So that kind of made us feel really depressed.
Yeah, it was really frustrating.
Yeah.
Because we just really wanted to go home so bad. We were so done with Manila and everything.
Yeah.
So it was like such a disappointment. But yeah, what can we do? We couldn't go with them, so we had to go back to the hotel once again.
Yeah.
So we got through security back, and then we got out, and then we wanted to take a taxi back to the hotel. And then that guy told us, like, I'm sorry to tell you, but the hotel you want to go is fully booked. And we were like, okay, that's weird because we just came there from there this morning. So, but we trusted the guy, we believed him, and we were like, okay, fine. So, and then he was like, but I can bring you to another hotel.
Yeah.
And we were like, okay, we don't have another option, so let's do that. So we got into the car, and I don't know, I had the feeling he showed us like whole Manila. We drove for a half an hour, and I was like, okay, this is really weird. It's so far from the airport. So we got to the hotel, and Mike paid for a room, and then we went upstairs and we opened the door, and I remember that it smelled in the room, and I was like, okay, this smells disgusting, but let's open a window. So I opened a window, and then I was like, okay, for one night, I'm not sure. And then I opened the bathroom door, and it was disgusting. I think there was mold. It was not clean, and I told Mike, like, I'm not gonna sleep here. I know, it's like, it was horrible. And then Mike looked in the bathroom, and he was like, no, this is disgusting. I want my money back. So we went back down and to the front office, and then we told them, like, we don't want to stay here. So I think you had to discuss it a little while with them because
Yeah.
you already paid for the room. And
Yeah, they didn't want to give the money back, but in the end, we did get the money back. We took our suitcases, jumped into a taxi, went straight back to the original airport hotel, which was
Yes.
completely empty. So again, being totally naive, totally being scammed here as we go along. But at this point, guys, we had enough money just for one more night. So that meant if that the next day we weren't gonna get any seats on the flight, we would have just called our parents and say, you have to book a one-way ticket for us from
Yeah.
Manila back to Europe because we can't stay here. So our parents were also a little bit freaking out because if you have to book a last minute one way from Asia to
That's
here
really
twice, that's a lot of
expensive.
money you have to fork
Yeah.
out. So next day comes, we go back to the airport, we, same story. But at this point, guys, we were not the only people traveling on standby. It was like a whole collection, a whole group of people trying to get on this flight back to
Yes.
Europe. So we were not feeling really excited about our chances flying back. So we waited, and then all of a sudden they call our names and they're like, we have 2 seats for you. But really quiet. Remember, it was a kind of secret
They
in a
kind
way.
of were whispering.
Yeah, like, don't tell anybody else, but we have seats for you. And then I remember there was this mom and like her 16-year-old son also traveling on standby, and they literally said to the mom, like, either you can go or your son can go. And take a second, write it in the comments below. Who do you think, if there's a mom and a 16-year-old son trying to get home from the Philippines to Europe, and they say either you can fly, mom, or your son, who would go?
Yeah, who would go?
Who would go? You know who went? The mom.
The mom.
She chose herself over her son, which was quite strange, I thought. So we get on the airplane goes in the sky, and I don't remember too many things of that flight going home.
Well, I do remember that there were still seats available in the plane, and I was like, okay, this is really weird, because from that moment on, we knew that the mom was flying and the son was still in Manila, and we were like, okay, the son could have come with us in the plane. So that was really weird. So we talked a little while with that woman, and then after that, I guess we were just so tired, we slept a lot, and we were just really, really happy
to be back in Amsterdam.
Yes.
So guys, this is kind of our story as to how we ended up in Asia for the very first time, the Philippines the very first time, and obviously we were naive, we got scammed, our bank cards didn't work, our credit card didn't work. We were kind of dealing with seeing a lot of poverty for the first time, because if you've been to Manila before, you would know that the area surrounding the airport is not really the most pretty looking one.
No.
So there were a lot of firsts for us, and we were kind of over it and said, okay, this is not for us. But in the end, I've been back to the Philippines a lot of times, Asia in general a lot of times, and Marleen hasn't at all.
So I still have that bad experience.
Yeah, that's like her
in
reference. There's nothing else there. So it is our goal, you guys, for within the next, let's say, 2 years, that together we can travel to the Philippines and to Boracay, and to have that vacation that never happened.
I know.
Yeah.
Because I was so close.
She has a stamp in her passport of the Philippines, but she hasn't really been there. She hasn't experienced anything.
So we need to do it over.
So we know it's more fun in the Philippines, and that's something we really want to experience again sometime soon, I hope. We'll see how life goes.
Yeah, we will see.
But this is kind of the video for this week, you guys. Just a quick story. Well, not quick. I think it's actually quite long. So if you made it all the way through, give it a thumbs up. It's awesome.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, if you've ever been to the Philippines, or you have any questions about the Philippines or whatever, can you just leave a comment below and just let us know what you think of the Philippines. And yeah, we are really excited to travel back to the Philippines, and hopefully really soon, because we know it's more fun in the Philippines. We definitely know.
Are you sure?
It just hasn't happened for us together in that sense.
Okay.
But hopefully it will. So thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It helps a lot when it comes to making videos, guys.
Yeah, it motivates.
Yeah, and we definitely want to get in touch with you guys and see who you are and what you do. And
So yeah.
So we wish you an awesome day, an awesome week, an awesome life.
Yeah.
And we will see you again real soon. Goodbye, people.
Bye.